Two Michigan prosecutors say they will enforce 1931 abortion ban despite injunction. This is from WAPO. In the days since the U.S. Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, officials in Michigan have said repeatedly that abortion remains legal and clinics are open. After a temporary court injunction blocked a nearly century-old ban that was unenforceable for nearly 50 years because of Roe. But two Republican county prosecutors said they would consider pursuing criminal charges against doctors under the statute, which contains no exceptions for rape or incest. An attorney representing Kent County Prosecutor Chris Becker and Jackson County Prosecutor Gerard Jarzinka told the Washington Post his clients do not believe the injunction applies to them. If a case is brought in front of our clients, at least, they've indicated to us and the media that they'll look at it, said David Coleman, a lawyer with the conservative Great Lakes Justice Center. And if the facts are there, they'll charge, because the law is the law! The battle brewing over the suddenly relevant statute illustrates the uncertainty and confusion unleashed by Friday's Supreme Court decision. The ruling erased in a day a right that has existed since 1973 and led to a patchwork of laws, many of them ensnared in fierce legal and political fights. I just want to talk about this for a moment when we're talking about the Roe v. Wade abortion exemptions for rape and incest. I want to be very clear again, I said this in the previous segment. Fuck Roe v. Wade. Fuck exemptions for rape or incest. That shit is a red herring. Abortion should be a right. I don't give a fuck if you're raped. I don't give a fuck if you consented. I don't give a fuck. It's your body. If there is a parasite inside of your body, you have a right to get rid of that parasite. It's that simple. I don't give a fuck about trimesters. I don't give a fuck about fetal viability. If the fetus can survive outside the womb, great. Let the state take care of that fetus. Let's pass universal health care and let's beef up our our healthcare system so that we can have exo-womb fetuses growing in abortion clinics. I don't mind. But I'm sick of this stupid exemption for rape or incest game. I don't give a fuck if someone is raped or not raped. They have a right to an abortion. So, and again, think of how fucked up it is to be someone in the position where you want to do an abortion and you were raped or you were the victim of incest. Right? And then you have to prove that you were raped. Like, that's what this is doing. What this is doing is this is requiring you go to court and prove that you were raped. And you have to go into a courtroom and battle out legal battles with your rapist sitting across the fucking thing from you several times just to get the slip that tells you you're allowed to get an abortion, which, by the way, there's a timer on this. So these exceptions for rape or incest, this is a red herring, because almost all the time these exceptions are never going to be upheld, because by the time it's, oh, we verified that you were raped. Great. And then you got to go home after that to feed your 6-year-old child because it takes that long to fucking go through the court system, right? So the exceptions game is fucking stupid. So I'm glad Republicans are saying go away with the exceptions because they don't mean anything anyway. Okay? So again, I just wanted to be very clear on my position. I'm pro-abortion. Roe v. Wade is a compromise. If it's off the table, I don't see why we should compromise with these fucking fascist ghouls. Roe v. Wade's gone. Fuck it. Let's go for an amended to the Constitution right to an abortion. Unless, if they can take the baby out of you and then keep it alive in like some exo womb chamber, that's great. But in my opinion, As long as a parasite is siphoning your resources of your body, you have the right to kill that parasite. In the same way that I believe people have a right to kill tapeworms inside of their body, people have a right to kill cancer inside of their body. Cancer is more of a person than a fetus is. Let's be real. Cancer is literally your living cells. It's your body. You have a right to take cancer out of your body. You have a right to fight off viruses and infections in your body. You have a right to fight off parasites. It's that simple. So fuck Roe v. Wade, fuck trimesters, fuck exemptions. This shit should be a right, plain and simple. And the red herring of getting into these debates over whether or not rape is I don't give a fuck. And the idea that you're going to force people, right, to recount and relive their rape trauma in order to get that, like, that pink slip or that hall pass, whatever it is, that's ridiculous and that's disgusting. And it's an invasion of privacy. Michigan is among 7 states with a pre-Roe abortion ban that was never repealed, according to the nonprofit Guttmacher Institute, which researches and supports reproductive rights. It is one of 2, along with Wisconsin, that has a Democratic governor determined to see the old legislation invalidated and a Republican-controlled legislature that wants it enforced. In both states, most residents favor abortion rights. Michigan's law, passed in 1931 and reminiscent of its 1846 predecessor, makes providing an abortion a felony except in cases where ending a pregnancy is deemed necessary to save the life of a pregnant woman. For now, abortions continue in Jackson County, located in the southeastern part of the state. Kent County, which is on the west side and includes the state's second largest city, Grand Rapids. A state body, the Michigan Department of Licensing and Regulatory Affairs, told doctors in guidance issued Monday that its position abortion remains legal because of the injunction. The injunction, of course, which is being put forth by the governor and the attorney general of Michigan. The GOP-controlled state legislature has also seemingly interpreted the injunction as applying statewide. Yet, in a sign of confusion over the state status of the law, the state's largest healthcare system, BHSH system, said Friday, Jesus Christ, this article is making my brain hurt. It would follow the 1931 statute and terminate pregnancies only, blah, blah, blah. Isn't that crazy? A bunch of white men, and emphasis on white and emphasis on men. A bunch of white men in the 1930s are controlling what we're doing in 2022? Like, what the fuck? What? What? In April, Governor Gretchen Whitmer filed a lawsuit against prosecutors in counties with abortion clinics in a bid to prevent enforcement of the 1931 ban and to get the state Supreme Court to determine whether abortion is protected under Michigan's Constitution. 7 Democratic prosecutors said they supported the governor's actions and would not criminalize abortion in their jurisdictions. Planned Parenthood of Michigan filed a second lawsuit challenging the ban, naming the state's Democratic Attorney General Dana Nessel as a defendant. On May 17, a court of claims judge issued the injunction temporarily preventing Nessel and prosecutors under her supervision from enforcing it. Coleman and his clients, the Kent and Jackson County prosecutors, are seeking to have the injunction overturned as part of an appeal, blah, 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 blah. So basically, the Republicans are fighting to enforce this 1931 stupid fucking law. And also, I just like this whole situation, man. I mean, the most important thing that the takeaway needs to be is the fighting, the legal battles that are going to go back and forth in a lot of these states like Michigan is going to result in a fuckload of confused motherfuckers. They're going to walk into a clinic, schedule an abortion appointment, wait a week, go back in, sorry, your appointment was canceled. You want to make another one? And this is what it's going to cause confusion. It's going to cause people to give up. It's going to cause people to become depressed. It's going to cause people to resort, most importantly, to other means. Right? Abortion will never become banned. Safe, healthy, and legal abortions are what becomes banned. And that needs to be understood. These Republicans, man, they're crazy. And of course, the national Republicans are now advocating for a national abortion ban. If they hold power, if they win the midterms, they're going to pass a bill in the House and Senate that bans abortion nationwide. And then Joe Biden's going to veto it. And then that's going to be what's going to cue up the 2024 election. And if Biden runs again, fuck, we're fucked.